Okay, good evening ladies and gentlemen and welcome to MBTV. I am Captain Lust, and joining me tonight for, I believe, the third time this season is the very talented and charming Aaron Wench. How are you doing?
Hi, that was a nice introduction, thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. Quite merited as well, I suppose.
Yeah, sure.
And tonight we have a rematch from earlier on in the season. Week 4, I believe, these teams clashed. Heroes and Inquisition versus Apis Europae. Repeat map for them as well. They're playing Mountain Fortress again. They played Mountain Fortress Castellan last time. This time it's Mountain Fortress Ruins. Castellan is an open map, if you can believe it. Last time Heroes and Inquisition won. Do you think they're going to do it again?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. It'll be really interesting.
Dead right. I mean, it's a very hard one to call. Heroes and Inquisition actually have slipped behind in the league at the moment because they lost twice to Irish Rebels. Apis Europae beat Irish Rebels, but obviously Heroes and Inquisition had the win over Apis Europae, so it's a bit mixed up. But I mean, really, Heroes and Inquisition with their 2 losses, they're a little bit behind at the moment in the running for the title for the league.
Last time on this map, they were very aggressive, and it seemed to catch AE off guard.
It certainly did, yeah.
Presumably they'll be ready for that this time.
I think so. I mean, I feel like AE have been practicing a little bit harder as well lately. LaRue was a bit of a question mark for tonight, but he has said that he's going to make it, which is obviously a big boost for Apis Europae, even though he hasn't been playing perhaps at his prime this season. He told me himself that he's feeling very, very good at the moment, and he's really glad that he's able to play. So I'm looking forward to seeing him as well, and he'll be a big factor on this map. I definitely think so.
Presumably he'll be playing ranged then.
Oh yeah, LaRue.
You think it's a ranged map?
No, I think it's an infantry map, but I think range can have a big impact. Especially crossbows. I really like crossbows on this map, so Swadia can have a pretty big impact here. Although what we saw in Funds of the Emperor versus Irish Rebels was 8-0 win for the Nords. So people really thinking that Nords just kind of pretty dominant on this map. I think you've got some similar information of that kind as well.
Yeah. Nords have the outside spawn, which a lot of people seem to think is an advantage.
I don't know if I agree with that.
But they've also got the Javs, and it can be quite an interesting map for Cav.
That's true. Nor-Cav not bad either. Swadi and Cav also pretty good. The Jav Cav is quite a threat. I mean, there's no real sort of crazy Hives style gonna headshot all your horsemen Jav Cav in these teams, I don't think. Shemafresh, I think, has been practicing Jav Cav quite a lot. He's quite threatening with it. But yeah, obviously Jav's still always going to be an advantage in the melee fights as well, especially when used properly, which I think both these teams are pretty capable of doing so. And actually recently there's been a little bit of bravado, let's say, on the forums. Bendetto been saying at least that he thinks that his infantry, this is Bendetto's from Heroes Inquisition, he's been saying that he thinks their infantry are the best in the league. And he's been challenging Irish Rebels to sort of like an infantry, like sort of battle showdown or something like that. So if they're really as good as they say they are, then I think Heroes Inquisition could be with a bit of an advantage on this map. Because I'm concerned that Apis Europae infantry aren't feeling as hot as they once did. But obviously they've got a chance to prove us wrong.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see. I'm not sure. It's not just individual skill, is it? It's also team play.
Yeah, definitely. I think both these teams very, very solid in that respect, though. All the players, just the amount of experience in this game is just absurd. Like, the average player hour's got to be like, it's easily into just the maybe 3,000s. It could be the average player hours for these teams.
Ooh.
So I mean, they're playing the hours of Korean StarCraft professionals for nothing in Mount&Blade Warband.
Well, for the fun of it.
Well, for the fun, yeah. For nothing, of course. It's a ridiculous statement. It's pretty rewarding, I think, playing in this scene. And t-shirts are at stake for the winners of the Warband Native League.
Yeah, and the freaky t-shirts are really lovely.
They are. I've got one myself, an IG Proud Fangirl t-shirt, which I wear, pretty regularly. I'm happy to support that.
You wearing it now? Huh?
No, I'm not wearing it now.
When you stream.
Why? No one can see me when I stream. I stream naked anyway. Everyone knows that.
Okay, no comment.
Maybe a horse and sword special for charity. Okay, let's move on from that.
Yeah.
Talking about the second map just a little bit. Even though it's a long, long way away, we've still got 8 rounds of Mountain Fortress to get through. When I spoke to Funds of the Emperor Napoleon in the interview, you can check that out on the MBTV replay channel. He said that they played a training match this week with Apis Europae and a training match this week with Heroes and Inquisition on Ruins, playing these maps and factions. So it'll be Swadia versus Saranids. Funds of the Emperor beat Heroes and Inquisition 8-0 and lost to Apis Europae 8-0. So pretty big gap on how these teams have been performing training wise on that map.
Yeah, but trainings, I mean, don't necessarily. You might try things out.
You might try things out, and anything could happen. Anything could happen, and like, you know, maybe some players were missing on a certain day. It could be anything, but you know, it's something to take into consideration anyway. I feel like Apis Europae are the favourites, even though they lost before, and AE have really got more to kind of fight for in a way. They're still in with a chance for the title. Heroes and Inquisition could do it, but I mean, they really need a lot to go their way. In other matches, it's much harder for them to actually sort of make that playoff or first place. Whereas Apis Europae are really still up there fighting for it, as is expected.
Who else is in contention for the t-shirts?
Well, I'd say Castellan is still in. They're a couple of points off the pace, but they've got a good record against most teams, or no record, which means they're still in contention for a playoff spot. Aquila Caradii are up there as well. And Heroes of Agincourt are very, very high up. That's a bit of a controversial one. I know Heroes of Agincourt, they like to come and like to watch the streams, and I think they get a bit offended when I sort of say, you know, perhaps they've had a bit of an easier ride than other teams. I stand by that. They haven't had to really face any of the top teams on their path to becoming to you know, some of the top places.
That's why the ladder is set up.
It's the way the ladder is set up. You know, I certainly don't blame Heroes of Agincourt. You know, it's not that it reflects badly on them. It just they haven't really been given a chance to actually prove themselves against the top team. The reality of it is that some teams just been making some kind of stupid picks, really. I mean, the ladder is designed for everyone to be as competitive as possible and to try and do as best in the ladder as possible. And if that happens, the ladder should work, essentially.
I think we're live.
Are we live?
Are we live?
Are we live? Well, I think we're live, so we've got to run that map intro. Okay. This is me waffling on about absolute nonsense. We are now live in the game. I hope you enjoyed the map intro. It's one of my favourites. Mountain Fortress made by Thunderon. Pretty cool map. We are now live in the game. Apis Europae spawning in as the Swine Side fights. Oh, and an early shot from LaRue. The man who almost couldn't make it. Kicking off with a big bang there. Taking out Griffin, the leader of Heroes and Inquisition. So that's a bold statement to kick off this match. Very nicely done there from the Belgian. And a bit of a slip of concentration there, perhaps from Griffin. A bit of a choke. Normally, Apis Europae, they seem to choke in the early rounds. It's got to be said. They're known as a team which is typically choking the first round of the game. I'm gonna have to go and start on my food now. It's come at a very awkward time, but I'm just gonna leave the camera on there. And Aaron, you're gonna have to help us out with this one. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. Well, you sabotaged me by leaving me with the wrong mini-map. I've got the mini-map for Ruins. So it's rather difficult to know what's going on. Maps of the flags have spawned, I think, over by the closed ruin. I can see Inquisition are cautiously approaching A, are going straight there. Oh no, they're gonna fight off the map. Where are Inquisition going? They're up on the balcony. Ocean's got a nice shooting spot he's gonna shoot down. Oh, but Peter's coming up behind him. We've got lots of little fights going on. Peter's dismounted to fight for Ocean.
I'm back now, so sorry about that. Seems like it's still pretty even. I haven't missed too much of the action. In comes Alexander to help out, siphoning this little fight going on between M and LaRue. The flag is spawned for the time being. No one's really got it higher. Heroes Inquisition seems to raise it a little bit more. But Absorb are getting the better of the fight. Time running out, and now Claire Johnson making a dash for the flag. It's going to raise up a little bit. This could end in a draw, though. I mean, they're just going to rush the flag. I don't think the round just might not end. M is going to have to do a bit of clutch play. He's got to get on the flag quickly here because Heroes Inquisition are raising it. I think it might be high enough. They've got to get these players off the flag. And Strunk brings them down. LaRue. Oh, but they managed to bring down Strunk. And I think that's going to give Absorb by the round there. Rich gets D-Horse, but killed before he can hold the flag for a draw there. So, very, very close round. But Absorb do take it in the end. With 3 kills from key player LaRue. And Aaron, thank you ever so much for filling in there.
Yes, I was saying you've left me with the mini-map for ruins. Which
Oh, really?
is rather confusing.
Oh, you have to sort that out. It's a mountain fortress. You can just select that in the streamer settings. And,
Oh, can I?
yeah. Manual override. Okay. And you will notice, avid followers of the channel, that the minimap has been updated. And now the little gap in the wall, which we're looking at right now, the wonderful gap in the wall, I think is a great addition to the map, is reflected on the minimap there.
Oh, that's much better.
Okay. Ooh, and the game music's just started as well, which makes me feel good. Okay, so a bit of a close round there actually. Apistropi just getting in the last minute, a bit of a desperate rush for the flag in the end there. Unfortunately, I did miss most of it, but should be smooth sailing from here on in. I've given it the
It looked like
I've
they
jinxed
did
it now.
wait until the flag spawned, which was not what H and I were doing last time. They were.
Yeah, that's true.
They seemed to be much more aggressive.
And it's not paid off as well, which is weird, especially as Nords. You'd think they'd be gunning for more aggression. And you know, we were saying before the game started, Swadir is the hard faction on this map, on this setup, against Nords. But Apistropi playing the Swadir take the first round, and I'm worried this could be a very one-sided affair at this point. Do you think Heroes Inquisition are going to be able to bring anything, and they're going to be able to show us that they've got some metal?
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They've only got 1 ranged, 2 cav, so they're
okay, yeah, a little bit different.
Concentrating on the imp.
Scar is playing the dismounted cav. Absorb got some weird setups here. Bloody Death is playing as a crossbowman on a saddle horse with a long war pike. I mean, that is a pretty crazy setup. But you know, it's great. I love to see a bit of innovation in the classes. A nice flag spawn here for H and I. Absorb are happy to assault it head on. I think they've got a horseman flanking, but they're pretty much just going to go straight for this right now. In spite of perhaps a bit of a crossfire setup, Claire Johnson getting straight in there and dealing with one of the H&I crossbowmen there. Scar loses his shield straight away under a lot of pressure right now. Azan in there to help him out. Bring down Strunk very, very quickly. And Apistropi looking good at the start of this melee fight. Scar has lost a bit of health, but they're moving forward. Bogatir all dropping it. And the Apistropi infantry just looking really, really sharp right now. Bloody Death picks off Heroes Alexander there, making that all pike work as the crossbow class. Down goes Bogatir, and Absorb just looking so sharp in this melee fight right now. Working together using a mixture of all two-handed all piking for shield stunning, and just really, really nice play. Griffin does put 1 kill back, but this is just going to be near enough a whitewash here for Absorb by just looking so sharp in this melee fight. And down goes Siphon. Team kill there from LaRue, but that's just a freebie for Heroes Inquisition right now as Absorb really really just looking dominant at this point. Playing as good as they've ever played, I think.
Yeah, they're looking really good.
They must have been training hard this week, I think. Continue.
Well, I was just going to say that I wasn't expecting them to start off really well with Swadia, so...
No, me neither.
I mean, I expect they'll do better. Well, you never know, do you? I expect they'll do better as North. So yeah, it's looking quite one-sided at the moment.
And this is quite crucial as well because at the top, because it's so close, every round really counts. So if Happy Strike can get a really good score here, they set themselves up fantastically for a really good finish in the league. And that crucial, either first or second, or in for a playoff chance. This is a penultimate week, so things are coming to a close here. It's just really important.
Well, they're quite spread out in a way at the moment. But
Apis
again, yeah.
They are, yeah.
Heroes and Inquisition are waiting, where aggression served them really well last time they met.
They seem to have a sort of setup here, Apis where they've got fixed places for all their players. Shema Freshman just sort of hang around here every round. They seem intent on waiting, but sort of convinced that I think they're happy with this location for all the flags. I guess that must be just their reasoning behind it. And with Heroes in Inquisition not challenging it, not forcing Apis to sweat at all, I'm wondering, how they're expecting to gain an edge. They're just sort of lined up here on the wall. They've not really brought their A game to this match, I'm concerned. They got 2 extra infantry as well, but they just seem to be crumbling in the melee fights, essentially. Flag going to be spawning pretty soon as well. And Apis have been pretty keen on looting these axes. You can see Azan and Scar both axe-wielding junkies at the moment. And starting to tank up as well, you can see. Got that lovely guard helmet for LaRue. I like that. Oof. There's a cheeky shot on Griffin. Griffin running away from the fight. Actually, it looks like Heroes Inquisition have just charged into the fortress at the moment. They haven't managed to catch any Apis players off guard at all. Apis just taking the flag, and now Heroes Inquisition are going to attack into it. But perhaps that's what they prefer to do, and it seems to swap places here. Shema just escaped by the skin of his teeth, taking a few hits to his horse, but it won't go down easily. Peter brings down Griffin early doors. But now, A are getting jabbed at. They're under a bit of pressure here. Alexander does bring down Cleric Johnson, which is a nice start to the fight. Volshin takes down Shema Frash, and it's a bit more even this time for Heroes Inquisition. They're bringing a bit more to this fight. Azan gets the better of Bogota. It's 5 against 5 at the moment. Sotomar takes down Azan. Very even. Strong can take down Scar, and I think Heroes Inquisition are gaining some leverage in this fight here, but A not going to go down without a scrap. Bloody Death has managed to smash Stronk's shield there with an all-pike thrust. They got the higher flag episode as well, so H9 now down a player. Got to kick this into a high gear. Alexander just slips away there, but he's got to support Stronk desperately right now. He's under so much pressure. In the meantime, Peter duking out with Volshin. And time's running out. Down goes Stronk. Alexander not able to support him. Now just 2 players left for the Heroes Inquisition. And realistically, yeah, Alexander gets reared up. LaRue finishes him off. LaRue absolutely flying. Up on 5-0. Bloody Death doing pretty smart too with 4-0. And Peter just yeah, just gonna kill Volshin right now, I think. Down he goes. Ooh, and the corpse kick as well.
Tut.
What's your view on the corpse kick? It's a very controversial issue in this scene.
Well, it doesn't bother me when people do it to me, but I know it just annoys people. They find it disrespectful, so why do it?
I think because they find it disrespectful.
I love it when other people do it because it's an opportunity to shoot them. But I suppose when the round's over, that's not an issue.
I think it's the fact that people find it disrespectful is exactly why people do it.
Yeah, but why?
Well, it's just yeah, I don't know.
If you can't win on skill, why try to win by winding people up? And if you can win on skill, why try to win by winding people up? I
think for some people that's all part of it, I suppose. They like to sort of feel a bit more engaged in their in the fights. It gives a bit of a narrative, I suppose, if you got a bit of bad manner between the players. I think it's all in good fun, the corpse kicking. Some people get wound up by it, some people just see it as a bit bit of friendly joshing. I think it's relatively harmless, to be honest.
Yeah, but perhaps the people who get annoyed by it should start seeing it's a sign of respect, and then everybody will be happy.
Yeah, maybe.
I think they can be bothered to go to the effort of pressing the button to kick your corpse.
Well, I think it's better than some alternatives. You know, it's better than just saying horrible things in chat and, you know, making it really personal and bitter.
Well, the better alternative is to say something nice.
It's true. Heroes Inquisition have just charged forward now. They're going to try and catch off some episode by players, but Peter does seem to be able to escape through the Swaddy and spawn. Oh, Rich gets a nice jab on him as he's fleeing, but doesn't do too much damage. Obviously, the speed bonus not in his favour. Griffin, somewhere on the map, loses life. Well away from any teammates, it seems, and as a result of all that pushing and rushing, Heroes Inquisition are down a player and not very well set up for this flag, unfortunately.
Yeah, they've effectively swapped spawns even.
Yeah.
A bit strange. Where's the flag?
Flag is in the crossroads.
Oh, sticky flag again.
What's that mean?
Why hasn't it been in the crossroads?
Three,
at least, if not 4 times.
Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah, what's happened? Heroes Inquisition, they're happy just to sort of shoot for the timing. It looks like. I think they've got a couple of hits off, but nothing too drastic. Yeah, Absurd just going to charge forward, not willing to be pummeled on the flag. Early kills coming in for Heroes Inquisition, actually. 2 nice kills from the Cav. But Volshan very, very outnumbered here. Sodomar 2. Really needs the support of this Cav. Rich just charges right into the fence. In come the Heroes Inquisition support, and I think they're doing okay here, the Russian and Ukrainian side. But now Absurd gaining some momentum in this team fight now, and just cleaning up. We've had some crazy fixes. I don't know what happened there. Oh! Did you see that person go flying up in the air? Down goes Rich. Zam finishing him off. We had some crazy physics there. Someone just went flying right up into the air. That's gonna have to be brought up on the replay. I had no idea where he'd gone, and then about 5 minutes later, he just fell down. And well, there you go. The end of the first set, and effectively nothing here from Heroes Inquisition.
Yeah, 4-2 Apis Europi in the inside spawn as radio.
4-0.
Kind of think they'll keep that up as Nords. The outside spawn.
Yeah, I gotta say I agree completely. Very, very one-sided, and with the disadvantage faction. Although having said that, Funds of the Empire did mention they had a pretty good time as Swadia playing on this in their training matches. So I wonder if they were talking about their training match with Apis Europi. So maybe Apis Europi not as comfortable playing Nords. I mean, I'm clutching at straws here.
I guess we'll find out.
We will find out.
It would make a more exciting stream if they
obviously
if they felt a bit snug.
But you know, even in spite of the one-sidedness, I think it's still interesting because I mean, this is a team which just 3 weeks ago they got completely hammered on this map by Heroes Inquisition.
Yeah.
And now look how dominant they are. It just shows that Apis Europi have been working hard. Taking this seriously, picking up their game for the end of the season. They want those t-shirts. They feel they've earned them. Years of dominance in the scene. They want something to show for it. And it's just...
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock they didn't get them last time.
It was, yeah. Just at the end there. Kura winning. But, no, I think it's good to see. It's just great to see a team as talented and as able as them. And I get criticised for praising Apis Europi constantly on the stream, on AETV. But, you know, it's great to just see them playing so well. I'm a Warband fan.
Yeah, and they put a lot of time into playing and honing their skills, so...
They give a pretty good demo of competitive Warband, in my opinion. So we're just going to be the first break right now. Team's going to switch over. For those of you wondering why the second set was played first, sometimes teams just, for whatever reason, play the other side first. There's no real fixed order. Normally it's Team 1 plays as Team 1 first on each map, but you know, for whatever reason, these teams decided to just do the opposite of that. Doesn't really affect anything, except for morale. I know you're a keen proponent of the idea that losing rounds is a negative effect.
Well, no, that kind of depends on. That's where the team fortitude and leadership actually comes in. So, yeah, I mean, obviously it can have a bad effect on a team who are losing and feel beaten, but that's in a way that's what sorts the better teams from the not so good.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are certainly better though. I think it's going to have to be the better teams from the other better teams. That's really what's happening here. A tweet in from Folms here saying A are winning 4 with Swadia. How good are they going to be with Nords? Okay, not really much. That's just the general question we're asking, but that's cool. I like to see the interaction. You can tweet at either of us during the stream. They're up on the screen there. Hashtag the WNL4 so we can find them. Realistically though, we're expecting more Apostrophe by dominance though, aren't we? What is it you think the Heroes Inquisition are doing wrong here? Any ideas?
The only thing I've noticed is that they are not as aggressive as they were last time.
It was what was working for them, and it's
Yeah.
what they're for some reason not doing now. It seems almost inexplicable, doesn't it? I think we're going to be going live now as well, so let's kick things into gear. Okay, and we're back in the game. Now Apostrophe playing on the outside spawn as the Nords. Team sorting out their swaps. Pretty important in Man-to-Man Warband. Get your weapon swaps right. Do whatever you want with the classes.
You gave the streamer settings to the wrong person.
I did? Oh dear. Okay. Oh, I just didn't give it to you. Oh, maybe I gave it to... Did I give it to M? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks to M for just quitting there and not causing a problem. Sorry about that. Occasionally I do make a few little errors. And just to announce Heroes Inquisition, spawning in the... He wasn't going to play, was he? I've not messed that up somehow. No, I don't think so. Spawning as the Swadians, the inside spawn, Heroes Inquisition. Heroes Inquisition, a fusion of Heroes and Inquisition, as the name would suggest. Two sort of top Russian teams deciding to join together for this tournament. They know each other well from the previous Nations Cup, where they had a very, very strong team, which got very far. Apostrophe happy to just play aggressive now.
Yeah, one cap.
They didn't want to make the same mistake, yeah. Although, yeah, perhaps walking into a bit of danger there. Heroes Inquisition just want to drive back. A backing off before that turns into a bloodbath. Max in there with a very dangerous looking archer, what they didn't fancy messing with. 2 cav for Heroes Inquisition there as well, which is going to give them a bit of an advantage in sort of flat, open areas. A sticking with 2 archers, valuing that crossfire, and LaRue sort of playing, I think, kind of what some people call rogue, just playing kind of as a counterbalance to the team, sort of away from the general pack. I think LaRue's going to have to sort of drop everything and run pretty soon now because he's got a lot of Heroes Inquisition running towards him. I think he's going to be able to escape, but yeah, he's got to be careful. They don't want to give the bridge away here, Apostrophe, because the bridge is kind of so key for this outside flag, yeah. Shimafresh doing a bit to raise it early on, but LaRue's going to be very, very careful here. There's a lot of Heroes Inquisition running near him, but in comes the whole of Apostrophe, charging him from behind. And, ooh, Heroes Inquisition a little bit caught here, I think, but they get the early kill. Max picking off Weirdo. They're going to want to be using Nors as best they can, but I think Heroes Inquisition getting the best part of this early fight. Alexander takes down a Zan there. Griffin does go down to Shmafarash. Very, very even, but low health on the Lynxy twins there. Deacon and Cleric. Scar dropping to low health as well, and down goes Rich to a jab, but very, very even right now. Scar takes down Max. Down goes LaRue, down goes Scar. I think Heroes Inquisition might take this round, and unexpected, as a Swadi inside, they're looking pretty good at the moment. Flag is rock bottom for both sides. Apostrophe making movements towards that, I think in an effort to try and get this round going. Alexander, is he going to abandon the fight and go for the flag? I'm not sure. His team needs him still. Cleric Johnson with a double kill here, and this guy starting to fly, keeping his team in this. Does go down eventually, Bloody Death drops with him. And it's Shemmer and Deacon versus 3 very, very low health Heroes Inquisition players. This could go either way. Sudden death, down goes Strong. Nice jab coming from Shemafresh, and he's got health. The advantage is him. Deacon drops though, but Bogota can't finish him off. It's a 1v1. Shema's just going to raise the flag. He's got the horse, and I think there's nothing Bogota can do. Is he going to be able to raise it enough? Bogota's just running towards it. Not running fast enough. Is he going to be able to hold it off? I think it's going to be a draw. Oh, just raised it. Just raised it enough. Shemafresh there. And just playing it. Perfect timing. Apistrope, I do take that round, but a very, very, very close one there. And Bogota left frustrated.
Well, that was much closer. So.
Very, very close, yeah. In fact, I think Heroes Inquisition, they sort of looked to have an advantage for a period of time there. Fantastic play from Cleric Johnson, especially to get that double kill right at the end, in the really crucial moment. He's a player who talks a lot about infantry mentality. He's very keen on the theoretical side of how you should play infantry in this game. And he's a strong supporter of aggression, and he's not afraid to just, really bring it out at the crucial moments when he had, it's just a sliver of health. Man of the moment.
So, are you doing the same thing again?
Yeah, chilling out. They're not gonna make an aggressive movement this time. Doesn't look like it. They did make one early last round before backing off. But good to see that Heroes Inquisition are able to put up a fight as the Swadian side. They made that round very, very close. But Apistrope still getting the advantage. And taking the round, making them 5-0 in the lead. Shemafresh picking up 3-0 here. So looking pretty good right now. As one of my selected key players. Apistrope is just going to start playing aggressive right now. Heroes Inquisition, they're ready to meet them, but they don't have much of a crossfire setup here. Max a long way back, and he's their only archer. So they are sort of vulnerable to this pushing, I think. But Apistrope, they think better of it. They're happy just to wait for the flag, I think. LaRue's still playing over on the other side, going to give them some crossfire potential, depending on where the flag spawns. Potentially trying to duke it out with Max. Just trying to get anything he can. Trying to get a horse shot, any little advantage you can get in the early round, always valuable. Does spawn the crossroads, and LaRue's going to be here to provide the crossfire. But Bloody Death going to be the other archer. He's going to perhaps sit on the stairs, I would have thought. And it's defense for Apistrope. I don't know if this is the Nord's strength, so they've got to be careful. I think we might even see a bit of counter push here. Early shot from Heroes Max brings down Azam before the fight starts. Very, very nice shot from the Heroes Archer. Shemafresh gets reared up as well, goes down immediately to Alexander. Heroes Inquisition looking very good in this fight so far, but down goes Rush Strong. Apistrope are fighting back, and I think the better of this melee fight is going to Apistrope right now, but in comes Rich with the support. Scar doing what he can, bringing down Siphon. Very, very close at the moment. Rich doing everything he can, brings down LaRue, and there's no archer support left for Apistrope right now. Low health on all their infantry. It's going to be a big achievement if they can bust out, but Cleric Johnson and Scar both getting kills here. Cleric still with good health. Oh, Max picks off Deacon Barry, but they do dismount Rich, and they do take him down. Cleric Johnson spear dueling Sodomard right now, but he's got to watch out for Max. He's going to be shooting him pretty soon. Going to require his teammates to get him into the melee. Cleric Johnson abandons ship, goes towards the flag in the main fight. Caught out in duels. Cleric Johnson takes him down. Cleric Johnson just flying right now, charging forward. Max with no shield, but he's got the most health of anyone. Weirdo brings down Griffin, and Max has got to clutch this for his team right now. He's got high health, no shield, going to have to do what he can. Goes for the kick, does get a hit, and Weirdo finishes him off. Double kill for Weirdo to take that down. And Apistrope with 4 infantry left, you can tell they've been practicing that. You can tell they've been training so hard right now because they just went absolutely ham. And they're really just playing on the top of their game right now, Apistrope. It's brilliant to see. Heroes Inquisition they just not brought enough, I don't think, to this. 6-0 is the score right now.
Yeah, it's well, we didn't really expect them to win as Swadia, but they've done better, it feels, as Swadia than they were doing. Yeah,
they have done. But I mean, that was just brilliant to see. Those 4 Apistrope infantry, only Cleric Johnson had any health left. And they just went crazy. They just went crazy, yeah.
Very aggressive.
And just perfect movement, supporting each other where they can, taking every opportunity they possibly could. And their infantry just really looking like top of their game right now. I think Benedetto is going to have to be silenced a little bit on the infantry subject, in spite of being very, very confident in his abilities. I noticed that I think Heroes Inquisition are lacking Arnie, an infantry player. I don't know, maybe it's Rush Strong playing Arnie. It probably is him, actually.
It would be really nice if everybody just stuck to the normal names on the
It would be nice,
matches.
yeah. But, you know, dream world. And, you know, Apostoropoi they lost Azan really early in that round as well. Straight away, actually, to a headshot. In spite of that, they still managed to pull through. Both Scar and Greg Johnson sitting on 4 kills at the moment.
Yeah, Max is, tends to make a nice shot early in the round, doesn't he? But
he's a very, very skilled player. I just wonder why Heroes aren't playing more archers. I mean, I said this every time I streamed them. Griffin, what is he doing playing infantry? The guy, he's just a brilliant ranger. And he's playing infantry for whatever theoretical reason that it's just not working out. They just have to abandon it, let him shoot. I don't know. It baffles me, as OGL would say.
maps at the flags at the crossroads again.
I'm sure we're just going to charge right forward. Yeah. They're not wasting any time. I think they feel like Heroes Inquisition a little bit scattered here, and they just really caught them up against it at the moment. I think Heroes Inquisition are completely done for. LaRue got a free shot on this, bringing down Alexander, no trouble. Down goes Griffin to Deacon Barry, and yeah, brilliant move for episode right here. Heroes Inquisition completely caught off guard. It's going to be a whitewash, I think. Just a pure tactical outclass there, and LaRue with an easy time, shooting unchallenged. Clary Johnson giving me a bit of banter in the chat there. I appreciate that. Yeah, Apostoropoi certainly, they made a very, very, very clear point about their infantry today. Looking
don't
absolutely
think all
fantastic.
of them needed to chase Max.
Oh, they want kills. Apostoropoi is a team of egos. They got to fuel that with high scoreboards. They want their name in lights. Bit of a disclaimer coming out there from Mitchell. They're happy just to have a bit of fun right now, Apostoropoi. I mean, really, this has been so one-sided. We had a suspicion at the start of this that after Apostoropoi took the first couple of rounds, that really Heroes Inquisition just weren't looking on their game today. I had hopes that it would even up, but I'm not disappointed with this display at all. Apostoropoi just looking devastating. Look at this armor as well. Weirdo tanked up. Cleric Johnson looking like some Nordic Jarl hero. I love that goggle. The goggle helmet looks so cool. I love the roleplay of it. And yeah, I mean, now it's just Heroes Inquisition playing this out. We will see at least one round of the second map, I believe.
Oh, what's Griffin doing?
Oh, he's played Archer finally, but it's too little, too late, I think. Gonna try and get a little shot here. Aim for the foot. Probably that's happy to respond to that though. He's gonna try and get something back. And Apostoropoi, they just seem very, very comfortable. They've been so decisive all game. I mean, you saw that last round, how they just pushed right into Heroes Inquisition. I mean, normally they haven't been pushing quite so directly as that. They've been sort of trying to set up, but they just saw that opportunity, and they just gunned straight forward. They knew that they had the big advantage there, and poor old Heroes Inquisition, they don't seem as well flexed at the moment. Ooh, foot shot there from LaRue as well. And this guy, you can tell he's playing well. Shooting feet like that. Max jumping and dodging. so scared of this Nord Archer LaRue.
Flags at the ruin.
Yeah, Apostoropoi there in good form to get there before Heroes Inquisition there. And they have taken the ruin as well. Bloody Death things. Oh no, they haven't. No, sorry, Griffin and Siphon are up there. So Apostoropoi are going to have to rethink their assault. I think they'll be sending some players round. They're going to have to try and flush out Heroes Inquisition from those ruins somehow. Here comes Rich from behind. Gonna try and get something sneaky down there. Weirdo's wise to it though. Alexander does slip through, somehow staying alive, going past all those
Rui's
gonna
shoot down from the balcony.
Yeah, he's got a great spot up there, pretty much
Yeah,
unchallenged.
nice.
I think someone's gonna come and try and deal with him soon, but they don't seem to have much of a response to that. The problem though for Apostoropoi right now is that the flag is going up for H&I.
Yes.
They've got to make a decision here. They're going to try and flush out the crossfire. They don't just want to walk into a mess, but time's running out. Yeah, they are just going to move in right now. Cleric Johnson, fearless as ever, going to charge right into this. And, you know, look at the armor difference and the axes. You just feel like there's a really big advantage coming in for Apistropa right now. And with a choke like that coming out from Griffin, who I said should play Archer, perhaps he shouldn't have done. Bringing down Strong for free. Shimafrost takes down Alexander. Comes in to support Scar down there. Charging right into the ruins as well. Just absolutely gunning for it at this point.
Is it 8-3?
8-3? 8 against 3 players.
Yeah.
Just the one left. The roof finishing off Siphon there.
Ouch.
Yeah, and that's a whitewash. So, very, very, very one-sided. Interesting to see players like Benedetto in spec as well. Players who I normally would think would perhaps be quite handy for their team. And we go into the second break. So far, well, as one-sided a match as it gets. 8-0 to Apis Europae. Looking like the team that everyone kind of expected them to be at the start of the season. And the real crucial thing about this is what's happening to the round difference. Coming out with a big round difference at this point, it's going to pretty much guarantee that they get at least a playoff spot.
Right, who I've already asked this, but I've completely forgotten already.
Go ahead.
Who else will be in contention for the t-shirts?
Well, it depends very much on what happens between Aquila Caradii and the Castellans. Over there, we're going to have, I think Volcom streaming that, so do check that out. And let us know what's going on with that, because it's quite interesting. That could be a very, very close game. Basically, the winner of that is in contention. Agincourt are in contention because they won their game this week, so they're right at the top as well. But other than that, it's pretty much those. It's going to be those three teams realistically. I mean, another side could win, but it's going to require some very, very specific results from other sides. But the real crucial thing is the round difference, because if Aquila win, then I mean, I don't know. It's just very, very complicated.
Yeah. I was going to say there's some rule, isn't there, that if somebody's winning on round difference, but somebody has another team is at a similar level or one below, but has beaten them before, they get a playoff.
That's right. If you're within 2 points and you have either a winning record or no record against the top team and your second team, then you get a playoff. Yeah. So it's very, very specific set of circumstances. Okay. But that could happen because we have Castellans with the draw, so they're basically 2 points off the pace right now. If they can bring down Aquila Caradii, then they're going to have a chance to basically, as long as either Heroes of Agincourt or Apis Europae drop points, and they win their Week 8 game, Castellans, then they could be in the playoffs. If they lose this, then they're out anyway of the running. If Aquila win, then it's going to be an Apis Europae win, which it looks like they're going to win. Then all those teams are going to be right. They're going to be dead even on the top of the table. So it's going to depend on the last week of fixtures exactly how that happens. So it's quite realistically what could happen is an Aquila Apis Europae playoff or a Castellans Apis Europae playoff. Agincourt could go in there. I think there's a pretty good chance they're going to lose some points in the final week though, because they're going to have a really hard fixture unless they can prove us all wrong and say how tough they are, which I think that's perfectly possible. I think my only issue is this with this thing is that if no one else drops points and it ends up Apis Europae, Heroes of Agincourt and Aquila Caradii all on top at the end of this season, equal points,
then you kind of feel there should be a three-way playoff.
You think there should be, right? Because none of those teams have played each other so far.
Yeah, it doesn't feel quite fair otherwise.
It doesn't. It doesn't. No. I mean, I've said from the start of this, and I'm happy to bring it up. You don't have to prompt me. I said from the start of this that there should be a semi-finals playoff. It's just the fairest way. The league doesn't guarantee you anything. I said it from the start. Wasn't listened to. And that's what happens. But either way, regardless, I mean that's what the teams have. Well, that's what the tournament has been that format since the start.
Yeah, it's what everybody signed up to.
Exactly, so no matter what happens, that's what it is. You just got to fight for rounds, and Apis Europae looking in pretty good shape for that right now. Okay, I think we're going to be going live, right?
Yeah.
To the map intro. Okay, and in we go. Oh, I got the wrong mini-map. Let me fix that quickly. Okay. Alright, so spawning in is the Swardian side on the village spawn. It is Apis Europae, currently leading 8-0, playing their famed 6-cav tactic, which would be a delight for us to see. Heroes Inquisition, playing as the Saranids, with a much more balanced setup. 3 infantry, quite a lot for this map actually, only 2 horsemen and 3 archers. I'm very, very curious about what they got planned here to deal with this 6-cav tactic by Apis Europae, which they developed in the previous WNL, and it's just been so successful. A little bit of information about the 6 cavalry tactic. They play with 4 dedicated horsemen, typically this is, and then 2 dismounting infantrymen, who in this case are going to be M, if I can find him, and Cleric Johnson, taking the Akaton and a sort of an infantry sort of setup. Their goal is normally to just find, engage archers in melee and neutralize them, using their mobility to close them down very quickly. Other than that, there's 2 dedicated crossbowmen who are playing dismounted, just as regular crossbows. And I think they've done some crossbow drops for some cav as well. Looks like Weirdo playing with a crossbow, so a few little weird things coming out from Apis Europae. And all they've worked out drops to give Weirdo somehow a great lance in the first round and a hunter. That's a pretty nice bit of dropping they got going on there, giving them a nice advantage. Axe has got a great lance too. You like the great lance, Arwen?
I've never used it.
Not once.
Nope.
Not even out of curiosity.
Nope.
I tell you, it's pretty lethal. Okay, early kill comes in. Alexander just gone there. Peter riding around with his courser, playing as some sort of hero horseman. Got himself a kill early doors. The flag is spawned in the central position. It's so hard to follow this because, I mean, the action's just going to go on absolutely everywhere. With so many horsemen on the field.
Yeah, the horseman is a bit of a pain. You should limit them so we can follow the action.
Limits. What are limits? This is esports. Okay, Heroes Inquisition, they're going to be able to raise the flag early on though. At some point, A going to have to make their move. Looks like M's going to move in right now. Cleric Johnson as well, they're just going to charge in. And just start getting into the melee. Oh, Rich loses his horse immediately. Peter's immediately had to pick up the kill. Taking the first 2 kills of this set. And, well, it's just hard to know exactly what's going on here. Axel and Peter both playing as Corsair cavalry and just flying around there. It must be so hard for the H&I infantry to kind of follow them and deal with this at the moment with just so much opposition. Yeah, Axel picking up a killer as well. I mean, having just this many horsemen, being able to fight in this open space is really just working out so well for them. And the counter is not happening for Heroes Inquisition right now at all. Cleric just picked up a double kill there. He wants himself wants a scimitar. I think he's really going for max right now. He wants that scimitar drop. LaRue picking up a headshot there somewhere, which I didn't see. M raising the flag, and this has just been a whitewash. Cleric Johnson, he wants that scimitar, does he? Or maybe he doesn't. Yes, he does.
Yeah, LaRue's shooting the archers in the ruin.
Volshin going to keep his life, it looks like. Nice face on Volshin there. Very interesting one. But, yeah, that's the win for Apis Europae there. 9-0. I think I'm going to stream to the end of this set. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, all for that. Let's see the whole lot because rounds are important.
I'm probably unless Heroes Inquisition get around by the end of the set, I think I'm going to call it an evening there and try and get someone for an interview. But very one-sided. I don't really see what Heroes Inquisition are going to bring to this map at all. I mean, essentially they're out of the tournament right now. They've got to be really demotivated. They're only fighting for pride at this point. Maybe they're fighting out of bitterness to try and slow down Happy Pie's round wins. I mean, that could be motivation for them. Obviously, they want to get the best position they can, but the reality is that they're a team which plays to win, and they just haven't brought it tonight.
Yeah, I suppose if they didn't do better on Mountain Fortress, we don't really expect them to do as well.
I mean,
this open map with the AE cav.
Even ignoring Mountain Fortress, just looking at the round we saw previously in isolation, it was just so one-sided. I mean, it was like watching something very one-sided. Let me just say that.
But then they've had that lesson. Maybe they'll have an answer now.
They won't. I'll tell you that, they definitely won't. Garrett Johnson picking up 3 kills, Peter picking up 2. Peter absolutely loves playing with the Corsair. I mean, it's a bit of a weird one, the Corsair. Traditionally it's not used because it has such low health, it just goes down. But Peter has been known to make it work. Axel looks like he's taking it as well. They're both players that are sort of known for having slightly wonky styles, like being very, very talented at the same time. If they feel comfortable with the Corsair, I'm sure Happy Stroke I just say go for it. If that's what works, if you can make it work.
Yeah, well, you can't argue with someone who plays it as well as Peter.
No, certainly not.
You get the kills with it. It looks like they're just raising the flag very happily.
Let's see, M just happy to raise that at the time being. Saddle Horse going down. I'm not sure if I like how dispensable they view the Saddle Horse is. Animal Rights have something to say about that. Garrett Johnson, interestingly here, playing a bit of sort of cavalry using a Saddle Horse. Going to dismount now. Now it's close to the Archer. But he's happy to duke it out with the Horseman for a while, which is quite interesting. Max goes down there to Widow, first kill of the round. And just going to follow Garrett Johnson here, see what he does. Outnumbered here. If anyone's going to come and support him, I think he's just going to be here to keep these busy. Yeah, it does go down there. No support coming in, and potentially a bit of a chance for Heroes Inquisition here, because Benedetto is going to be able to shoot on challenge, but they are running out of time. Alexander brings down Axel. Actually, yeah, Heroes Inquisition looking pretty good right now. Perhaps a bit of sloppiness from Heroes, from Apistropi. Now goes Widow, Volshin getting some kills as well, and yeah, the Archer's finally doing some work. Very, very dodgy team kill there from Alexander. When he just gets crushed there as well by Peter in the joust. I think M is going to be able to stay alive here. It's 4 against 4. I still think Apistropi got this. The problem is the Archers right now. Peter's got to find a way to deal with them. He's the only one who's really able to do anything about them. Moving towards Volshin, doesn't get the shot off, the lance off, and M does drop. Yeah, these Archers just a lot to deal with. Peter now able to finally neutralize Volshin, but does get taken down. Or team kill from Rich. Blade Death sitting on the flag right now, and yeah, they're running out of time. So I think unless Volshin can headshot Blade Death right now, yeah, they're gonna be able to finish that off. Team kill out of desperation. Volshin bringing down Rich. Crucial shot there from LaRue came off. Bringing down Benedetto at a key moment. Sodomard having a good time in spec there.
That round looked a lot closer, so they finally seem to have found something.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think maybe are relaxing?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I still feel like even close as that was, it wasn't actually that close, was it? I mean, like, Apistropi by the end of the round, they had more players left. The flag was basically at the top.
Yeah, but
I mean, we've seen
the team kills from Inquisition.
Yeah. If they're getting team kills, then they're not gonna win a round, are they?
So maybe that's the pressure, but maybe if they hadn't done that.
Well, realistically, the pressure should be off Heroes Inquisition right now. I mean, they've really got nothing to lose. It's all gone. They're a broken team. Alexander already talking about the Nations Cup in chat as well. I think that's what the focus is going to be for these players now. After War by Native League.
Nations Cup should be very interesting.
Should be. There's no Apis Europae nation. So, there'll be a bit of a challenge there.
Even if there was, there may be a challenge to them.
What's going on here right now? It looks like Apis Ropi just kind of gone. They've gone in with their cav. Yeah, gonna get down by Neto, and Rich is gonna go down as well. And yep, Alexander too.
So either aggression works or.
I think that's more stopping us from Heroes Inquisition at this point. Unless they can bring anything, I think we're just gonna shut down the stream after the set. We'll hopefully have someone, or a couple of people from Apis Ropi come in and talk to us. Maybe give us a bit of advice and a bit of tips about how to be pro Warbladers. The Rue getting a nice double kill there. Oh, gets the headshot and then busts out the lance. Was that? I think he's got a lance on his back that he just whipped out to school Bogatir with. So nice play. Flag spawns. Only 3 players left for Heroes Inquisition. Griffin got a bamboo spear doing what he can amongst a swarm of Apis Ropi cavalry. Surely it's not going to last very long. Using the map to his advantage. Dancing in the bucket. Strong convulsion setting up in the ruins, but I mean, you know, they've got to move out eventually because M's just raising the flag. M doesn't care about getting kills, he just wants to raise that flag. He's pulling on that rope all day. Dismounting. He just wants the round wins. He's sitting inside his horse.
Well, that's good team play.
Griffin not even going to make it there. Strong does bring down
Griffin
Peter, so
did
yeah.
well.
Yeah, well, he ran as far as he could. Strong able to prevent the whitewash, but Axel charged into the ruins to finish off Volshin. Axel, very, very, very long-term player, Finnish player. Really coming to very good form for Apis Ropi. I feel like a lot of people don't really consider him to be. I know the Apis Ropi players themselves rate him very, very highly. I'm getting news, so just mute the stream for about 5 seconds if you don't want spoilers from the Castellans match. Now, Castellans won apparently. You can now unmute your streams, which you won't know to do because it'll be muted.
You said 5 seconds.
So I'm sure it'll be back.
You should be able to count.
I think it's going to be the last round now. And yeah, poor Heroes English, they just haven't really brought this match.
Yeah, it was surprising given the last time they played. But then AE quite often seem to go off boil in the middle of a tournament.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then
And pick up
sort
towards the
of
end.
pick it up a bit.
Yeah. They have the sort of the classic thing is they lose a match and that really motivates them. It tends to anyway. Gets them going. And this time they got their revenge. They paid it back double, I think. Very, very impressive stuff. And you know who's there to stop them now? Irish Rebels got taken out by Funds the Emperor. Essentially, we're looking at what's likely to be an Apis Ropi win here, unless someone can really, really bring it. I just don't see who's able to match them at this point.
I kind of feel they deserve the t-shirts, so.
Yeah, I mean what they've done for the scene has been fantastic. They've really advanced so much about competitive play. You see them busting out the 6-cow tactic here on open maps. All the drops and crazy things they've done, and they really researched the game's mechanics sort of properly. Azan is really one who's very keen to discover all sorts of little tricks and little ways you can exploit the systems, which is what it's all about. And then just likes to raise flags. Just raise that flag all day.
Well, yeah, if it wins the match.
Yep, certainly will do. Here's Inquisition get some kills here. Widow charging in a bit recklessly. It's getting no escape. There, player down on Apis Ropi. Player down, but a flag very much up. Griffin's moved over there. Meantime, M's moved away. Rich uses his horse, and it's 7-on-6 player count in favour of the Russian-Ukrainian side here. Alexander
lost his horse.
Yeah, they're very quite.
Oh, he found another one.
Yeah, he's found a hunter. I think the concern for Apis Ropi here is the archers. They're going to try and neutralise Benedetto. Looks like they got LaRue keeping him busy, or was that Bloody Death? LaRue finishes him off. And with that range threat eliminated, I think Apis Ropi are in pretty good shape to take this round. The flag is now higher for Apis Ropi. In comes the kill from Alexander, though, takes down Peter. Still very, very close. Vulture takes down Axel. Here's Inquisition actually getting their flag up now as well. M's got to move back onto that and stop the Russians from raising it. Ooh. And yeah, those archers still looking very, very threatening from Here's Inquisition. I think they're going to take this round. And with the promise I've made, I think we're going to have the last 4 rounds here as well then. So fair play to them. Unless these archers, I just don't think archers have the meat to...
Ooh.
I don't think they've not got the time or the muscle on those archers to sort something out here. They're just able to tell the flag now. Blade's getting a nice chamber in with his lance, but Stromp just going to harass him, and yeah, there you go. A round goes Heroes Inquisition then. Let's have the last set then, why not?
Yeah, let's.
Just because the level is so high. Oh. A little bit of a production error there. And I like the third break music as well, so let's bring that up. I want to give a shout out to the creator of the music at this point. It is Nervous Test Pilot at Nervous Test Pilot on Twitter. I'll give it a tweet after the stream. So follow me at Captain Us for that. He makes all his songs. I've purchased them, but he says that anyone who can use them, anyone who wants to use them in videos or whatever, is completely fine, and they should go for it, which is great because I love to do that.
Yeah, it's really nice when people make their music open for people to use on streams.
Exactly, yeah. And get in trouble.
It's good advertising for them as well.
Of course it is, yeah. Oh, I hope it is anyway. Hope I'm not just destroying his image. No, I think it's very, very cool. And so yeah, we'll bring you the last 4 rounds. Do stick around if you want to see if Heroes Inquisition can take any more. They are still putting up a fight here. I think we're going to be going live pretty soon as well. Not much time wasted on the break. So apologies to any fans of the third break music, but we're going straight back into the game now. Okay. So A sticking with their 6-cab tactic, not surprising there. Nice to see Heroes oh, not live? Or live, okay, it's live. Nice to see Heroes Inquisition taking 3-cab at least. I didn't like their 3 and they were playing before, although I think they might have switched that out by the end. And we are live. Oh, no, we're not. Oh dear. Okay. But we will be very, very soon. Okay. It's a bit of a jerky. False start. Alright, we're back in. Any class changes from the Russian-Ukrainian side? Nope.
No, it looks
I wonder whether he started. Perhaps they mess up drops or something. I'm not really sure. I've got to say I'm a bit of a fundamentalist on that. I don't really think you should have restarts for drops on it. But I think if you mess up your drops, it's just part of the game. It's your fault.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm a little bit hardline on that. I'm sure Aperture by this point are quite happy to give the courtesy of a restart. Not too much to lose for them. Foams has tweeted me and saying everyone wants me to stream the whole match, so just stream it anyway. I set out the terms and conditions. Heroes Inquisition came through, so I'm happy to stream these last 4 rounds. And I'd be curious to see if they can take any more rounds off the bees. A tweet from Red Wants Candy, a YouTuber who does mount&blade stuff. Evidently following me on Twitter saying he misread this as herpes Inquisition, and he got a bit more excited than he should have. So perhaps a little bit of an anachronistic tweet there, but maybe Heroes Inquisition want to work on that for their brand image. Want to be careful of any misunderstanding. Make sure they don't associate themselves with any unsavory viruses for the future. Apis probably seem kind of scattered. I guess it's the result of them playing 6 cav. Deacon Barry lost his horse early, I guess, or just dismounted. I'm not sure.
I didn't notice that.
Early couch lance coming off from Axon Hero's Griffin, and yeah, the fight's sort of breaking out right now. A just piling cav in, not looking sort of too great actually there. I think a lot of them took up some health hits unnecessarily. Piling more cav in it, throwing more cav just right at it. They are getting the D horses. Scar able to finish off Rich. And Scar playing, I think, in the dismounting infantry, dismounting cavalry class. Causing a lot of trouble here for Hero's Inquisition. Not getting any kills though, just a lot of assists. Or just the 1 kill at least. And yeah, still very much one-sided stuff. A looking pretty dominant. A quite rare to get 16-0 wins actually. So even in a match as dominant as this, not surprising to see them drop 1 round. Sometimes things just don't go their way.
Well, that looked fairly conclusive.
Yeah, pretty one-sided. I mean, I'm wondering at what point Heroes Inquisition going to bust out the all cav. It's a tactic we don't see much these days. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, Max has taken a big shot from spawn, and sniped off Deacon Barry at the start, and that's what I've not seen for years. There's basically, when you spawn over there, if you aim at a certain point, because there's no actual physical barrier between the spawns, there is a clear line of sight. It's a different mechanic. I don't personally like it, but if you aim at sort of the perfect, like aim at the right cloud or wherever it is, it's something you can practice or you can memorize. Go for the sniper, and you can just you can make a hit very early on somebody at the spawn. So nice work from Max there, using some game knowledge. It's something we used to see happen a lot more in the past. And just perhaps a bit of a slip of concentration there from Deacon Barry.
Well, it seems as valid as any other.
Oh yeah, totally valid,
the using of the game mechanics.
It's hard to even abuse for it. It's just a very, very good shot.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Max, we know, is a player capable of making that kind of wicked shot. Very, very dangerous guy. Hunting around, looking to do what he can. Oh, and seems we had Stronko down there. Oh, does it even it up with the couch lance from Peter. Cav kind of dueling right now. Griffin got to be careful. We've had a lost horse here, I think, or a rear up. It's going kind of crazy. Heroes Inquisition getting some kills though. Alexander is punished. Does get reared and headshot by LaRue. But a player advantage here for Heroes Inquisition. Scar evens that up though, without too much trouble. 5 against 5. Max still standing. He's a long way back up on his hill. Try and take out Mitchell there. Oof, going for Scar on that flag. Scar's going to dismount and start raising it now. And it's time for Heroes Inquisition to start moving. I want to see if Max can pull off any more wonderful feats. Quite Scar dismounts and abandons the flag. Rich is going to go down to a couch lance from Peter. And Bogotier moves onto the flag in the meantime though, as Scar has abandoned it. But Heroes Inquisition are down a player. And Max got to be careful. Yeah, he's forced to bring out a shield against these 2 archers. Gonna try and reload behind the rock, but still got to be careful as he can be shot from there. He comes Peter from behind, Siphon there to defend. But just 3 H&I players now. Oh, Scar goes down early doors, and the all pike is devastating. You do have to be careful. Peter loses his horse as well, and he's gonna lose his life as well. But Siphon immediately pays for that with his own blood. LaRue with a disconnect. Out of nowhere, but Mitchell and Shimfresh able to finish off the round. 13-1 the score right now. And very, very strong display here from Apis by overall.
Lovely. I was wondering if they were going to get someone in. And they have.
Yeah, Zang going to jump in, play Archer. Not his normal class. But I don't think they're not too worried at this point. Obviously they are fighting. Obviously they are fighting for every round though. It is important.
They were.
But I mean their round difference is already looking pretty solid. And at this point, as long as they can win the last game, which they're going to have to probably do anyway, then they're in good shape for at least a playoff spot no matter what. So really for them, the points are more relevant at this point. Oh dear. I said point too much in a sentence. Everything's just going to come for it now. They've had enough. They want to charge, and I respect them for doing that. Because
Yeah, why not?
nothing else has been working, but Mitchell has really got a prime view. Gets an early kill. Alexander pulls kill back on Axel. Mitchell actually forced down. Alexander with a double kill. Actually, this guy, he's had a pretty good season, but well, not all of his games have been fantastic. He's getting a nice double kill there though. Gonna be able to finish off Weirdo, I think, or at least get a very lot of damage done on him. Cypher gonna come in for the follow up, but not finish it off. Bump plants there from Alexander, taken coolly. 3 kills so far this round, and I think they could take this. A fantastic performance from Heroes Alexander. Hunting down Scar now as well. I think he needs to focus on supporting his teammates a little bit more. Yeah, he's going to abandon that and just go back to the melee fights breaking out. Heroes Inquisition looking to push their advantage, just kind of keep charging. Flag's going to spawn pretty soon. Apistropi trying to kite. As Alan very, very low health. Just warding off the enemy cab with his... Oof! It's a cheeky little hit on Bogota there. Oh, gets knocked down and he's going to be finished off there. Mitchell going down as well, and I think, yeah, Heroes Inquisition are going to get another round as Apistropi players fall off just towards the end. Oh, kill from Shema, kill from Peter. 2 very, very good players are left for Apistropi. They could do something spectacular here. We'll have to see exactly what happens. Shema cleverly avoiding the bump there. Just using the tree to his advantage. Oh, and a team kill from Alexander. A little ray of hope here for the Apistropi duo remaining. Peter, with nothing left on his horse, gets a sort of glancing hit to finish it off there. And yeah, Cypher going to get the bump lance to see out the round. And 13-2, so Heroes Inquisition not completely going to roll over.
Yeah, looks like aggression paid off for them again.
But I mean, you know, whatever is reflected on the scoreboard, even if they win this last round as well, it was a whitewash, let's face it. This was a very...
Not quite a whitewash.
But I mean, you know, it was a whitewash to the point where Apistropi won the game, which I think is the more crucial element.
Yeah, it was a much more one-sided game than the last one, which was really very close.
It finished 8-7, I believe, the other one did. Or maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it did. There was a round...
A round drawn. Was it 8-7 the final score then exactly? Drawn. I think it might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely close. Oh. A drop from Bogota. Again, at this point, fairly...
Well, it's bad luck, so...
Not so important, though. Apistropi not interested in dropping a player. What do you think about that? Do you think teams should drop a player to balance it out?
Well, obviously they don't have to. I think no. Obviously it's very honourable. You've got to respect anybody who does that, but also
they're playing. To
you
win.
Want to win.
It's not their fault.
You're playing to win.
Exactly. It's not their fault that someone's dropped, is it? So you know what?
Yeah.
What are they supposed to do? All right then. Apistropi happy pretty much just to kite for the time being. It looks like Griffin's found himself alone in the ruins. He's going to try and slip away, but oof, just slips past Scar's lance there. Oh, Rich though tries to support him in the retreat, and Shema comes in immediately with a couch lance to punish that. Griffin does escape though in the time being. In the meantime, flag spawning out in the open. Around near where the Apistropi players are already based. Mitchell just happy to sort of, I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's trying to face off against the Heroes Inquisition side, just sort of going to try and intimidate them.
Just keeping them back.
Maybe try and get some shots off. Goes to Benedetto slips out his shield, not wasting any time. Oh, in come the A cavalry. en masse to harass Vendetta in the open. I think they're going to finish him off here as well. Yeah. Oh, no, stays alive somehow. It's going to surely go down at some point, yeah. Alex finishes him off. Shimmer in the meantime picked up a double kill over in the forest. Strong rears him up, but so much A support there, mounted support, going to get him out of trouble, no problem. Widow a little bit reckless there. Strong does his best to try and get the slash kick slash, but Shimmer comes in to save him. And that's the end of it. GG. 14-2 the final score. I would very much expect that Abshop are going to send some people to speak to us. They normally do. And after a match like that, I'm sure they'll be very keen to. So do stay tuned for that. Do stay tuned for that.
Be interesting to see who does pick them next time, if anyone.
Yeah, I wonder. Probably no one, to be honest. I wouldn't, unless they have to, because I mean, it just seems suicide at this point.
Yeah, they look very dominant.
You don't say. Okay. Thanks very much for casting. I'm just gonna speak to someone and see who's gonna come and talk to us. Everyone, please do tweet in your questions to the episode by players. That's not what you want us to ask them. Be very, very curious to see what they got to say for themselves. Deacon's going to come and speak to us, Deacon Barry. I don't know if anyone else is going to come as well, but let's see. Okay. Deacon and Mitch are going to come and join us now, I think. So, hold on just a sec as I bring them to the channel.